Okay, so just because it's a short, we were
just discussing.
We were doing our normal.
We were doing a little behind.
We were doing
the
our normal
scenes.
thing, and we suddenly went.
We should be recording this.
We talked about
somebody needs to hit the record button.
Alien Romulus and Salem's Lot and a whole bunch of other stuff, and then we started talking about Longlegs, and we had differentiating.
Different
views.
Loved Longlegs.
I loved Longlegs as well.
But Logan.
Fuck that movie.
What the hell?
I had never left a movie. Now, to a little premise, I went into this movie super psyched. I had heard all the hype.
Not just average psyched.
No,
super
psyched.
Okay. That's your problem. That's the problem.
I was going,
you went in with over expectations.
Mommy!
Yeah, too high expectations.
I literally, so I went to go see this with my wife, and at one point,
second problem,
my wife even laughed.
Oh, really?
Laughed, full on laughed at a scene when everybody else in the theater was going, oh. We both were like, what the fuck? That was the biggest waste of money I have had in a long time.
This is interesting.
Yes.
Because there's so many times that you love a movie and I think it's laughable. This is the first one I think I've ever heard that I loved it and thought it was scary and you thought it was laughable.
It was fucking biggest waste of time. And everybody that I've watched, that's the thing that upsets me is I see people giving reviews online and they're, oh my God, scary. What the fuck scared anything about that movie? There was nothing. Scared anybody about that movie. That movie was just the biggest waste of an hour and I think it's like 47 minutes.
Yeah, it's a long movie. It's a 2-hour movie practically.
I waited. They tried really hard. I should find the reviewer's name, but this one guy that did a review on it, after I had seen it, I watched his review and I laughed because he was like spot on with it. But basically, he described every scene with the female character as somebody asks a question and then she sits there for literally 5 to 10 seconds and finally goes, I mean, fuck! Like, it was just like, You
don't think that was to set the
Osgood
mood
Perkins
or
was
pace
trying.
the movie?
No, there was no pace because you couldn't get a pace because every time it would start to build up, she would fucking slow it down to the point where I just wanted to punch her in the face. Like, just answer the fucking question. Ooh, as you can see, I'm like mad. Like, I paid to see
how much I'm enjoying this.
I paid to see this, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I have never been that upset after watching a movie. I wanted to see Willy's Wonderland. I thought, okay, we're going to see Nickolas Cage playing a serial killer, which he modeled after his mother. I'm like, this is going to be great.
But you don't even know it's Nickolas Cage.
No,
really.
even after seeing Nickolas Cage in it, I was like, I didn't even fucking like Nickolas Cage's character in this.
So here's the thing. I love the movie. I thought it was great. I will say, I don't know what anyone.
We are one less person in MMD now.
No,
anyway,
two less. I also love the movie.
I don't know what people thought was scary about this movie.
Thank you. Okay, at least you agree.
But it wasn't scary. It was unsettling and creepy.
100%. 100%. Even literally from that very, very first scene. Like, you know, where, and again, it's always that weird thing where, you know, when you're watching, let's just say you're watching the movie from less
scary.
less than official sources.
Unsettling.
That first part of the movie, I was like, I didn't know whether I just had a bad copy or because it
hurt your bowels.
It was
right?
like very VHS. I'm looking about it.
I honestly don't. I rarely get mad at movies. I didn't want to walk out of it just because I was really hoping. The last time I got this mad, I think you guys know when I got this mad.
Which one?
Blair Witch?
Come on, no.
Oh no, that was us.
That was you guys. Take a wild guess.
Yeah, because Blair Witch.
Come on, you know this. I know you know this.
Blair Witch up the ass.
It was something that we all agreed.
That we hated?
Skin Ring.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, that's how mad I was. That's how mad I was leaving this movie.
I did get pissed off at Skin Ring.
So did I, and go back and watch that episode.
I wasted my time.
But I didn't get that.
Same with Midsommar, actually.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Fucking
Midsommar was a
But I
waste
didn't
of
get
time.
that at all with this. Like, to me,
I agree.
to me, it's like, it was creepy and unsettling. And it's like, I thought it developed. I agree with what you're saying a little bit about her character. But I think that was her character. Her character was clearly she's on the spectrum, somewhere.
But I think that's sort of the point with
No,
that.
no,
right?
I agree.
Okay,
That
I'll
she's
give her
not
that
a
much.
normal person.
She was a mini Clarice Starling. I got a
Well,
lot of vibes.
well,
I got a lot of vibes.
I don't think
about
Clarice
that.
Starling is even vaguely on the spectrum. I think she's just
No.
incredible.
I meant Clarice Starling in her ability to be able to solve a case, because she is on the spectrum in that she can hyper focus. I noticed that.
But see, to me, I think it's a little bit different. So, like, to me, this gal, her being on the spectrum, like, was almost like also included like clairvoyance a little bit. Like the scene at the very somewhat at the beginning where her partner, they go to the first house and she's like, it's this house.
Correct.
You know, it's like to me that was like, you know,
that
creepy
okay.
and
I will give it that much. That started things off for me. I did think that we were in for a ride. Yeah. And then I felt like it went downhill after that. Like it just did not live up to.
The one problem I had with it was I just don't feel that she would ever have been an FBI agent.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Somebody along the way was like,
not a field agent.
She's not good. Yeah.
Like to me, she could totally have been in oh my God, Jack, Silence of the Lambs.
In the
Jack,
profile.
Crawford.
Oh, profile.
Okay.
Like she could totally be in the profile department.
Sure.
Stuff like that.
Criminal
I just don't think that any FBI, like, who would want to be a partner with her? Like, she just didn't have.
See, okay, so I'll defend her partner in that case, in that he's probably like good. Like, she's gonna be quiet. I'm gonna do what I need to. You know, he's gonna get all the glory because she ain't gonna say shit, right? Like, I could see them playing. I liked some of the character building. One positive I will give it is the killing of the person in the car. At the end, I believe it was one of the agents. It was I think she was an Asian agent.
Okay.
That I thought was a really cool idea. Like the way they did it. Like she's sitting in the car and wow. I'm not saying no. It's because of the way they killed her. Because it's like you didn't see it, and then all of a sudden you see the walking around the car. Boom. You know, like the way they she busted out the shotgun. I thought that was good. I was like ooh maybe, and then. And I'll give him a little bit of props. I think Osgood Perkins needed about 2 movies prior to this to get things a little bit more right. Like, he tried to make it a little too, it reached too much of an audience, but then, hey, I also have this side of me that's a little like with the doll, and then when the head was blown off of the doll, and it kind of had the smoke, it's like, he tried to make it Lynchian a little bit. When he shouldn't
that's not
have.
A bad thing. I mean,
no. But I think he needed to build up to that a little more. Like the doll thing was a nice idea, but it didn't play as much of a role. And then they kept saying how like he killed people, but he didn't really kill. Like Nickolas Cage's character, Longlegs, which I was hoping there was some super meaning behind it. Yeah, and then it's just like, the word Longlegs just sounded like a good idea. I'm like, he was in an interview, said that. I'm like, motherfucker, that's all it was?
Right.
Like, I was hoping he'd be like, the guy liked spiders when he was young. That would have been fucking great for me. I'd have been like, all right, that's better for it. But yeah, I as you can tell, I'm getting worked up because I was just, I left that movie very upset and very, I know you love when I get pissed because
because I never see you this passionate.
Yeah, and that's I think this passionate because I was more expecting. Because I was anticipating because of all of the Cannes film festivals, all those fucking festivals were like, oh my God, this is the next thing.
I know they have no idea what they're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they don't. They obviously don't. Because look, Skinamarink, fucking Longlegs.
Well,
they're 0 for 2 in my book. No,
they didn't all like Skinamarink.
No, it was I think it was the Toronto Film Festival that we're all over.
Either way, but it just now he's got to also speak to Osgood Perkins. He's got The Monkey coming out.
Okay, so
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued.
Monkey?
Is it Monkey?
No,
it's just The Monkey.
No, Monkey Man is
Patel.
What's name Patel?
The guy from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire movie. What was that called?
Danny Boyle movie.
Yes, yeah. So
nobody cares.
I'm intrigued. So that's a good sign. Is that granted? Osgood Perkins. Yes, I know his dad is Anthony Perkins. All that stuff. But I'm hoping maybe The Monkey is what I was expecting from Longlegs.
So I think the problem was you went into this with your expectations too high.
But even still, like I've had movies where I went in with high expectations, and still left with it wasn't awesome, but it was still to steal his word. Awesome or exceptional. But it was at least above par, right? Like this one, I just felt like was an excuse for Nickolas Cage to do this acting part. I don't know what they cut out of it. I'm hoping maybe there's like an extended director's cut that comes out with an extra 5 or 10 minutes of him being crazy.
But you got the overall concept, the whole satanic concept and the whole cult. And
so I'll give it that much. The satanic portion of it was
deeper story with that.
But
they just touched on.
Yeah, they didn't touch enough on it.
And you found out about right at the very end.
Right. Yeah. That's the whole point. Right?
So I got that, and it was. I did also get a little upset because they like, oh, he killed people without even touching them, and I'm like, he tied the mom up. He touched her.
But he didn't kill her.
He didn't kill her, but still, he had to tie. And I still didn't quite understand like the reasoning behind how he was able to control people just by talking to them.
I agree, but this is what I'm talking about. There's a deeper thing going on here, and that's what most people, including myself, think was the scarier part of it, is that clearly what's going on doesn't make sense unless there's some supernatural element to it.
Sure, I agree.
Right? So something's going on. And the simple fact that he's gotten this far, but because he's getting close to being cops, he kills himself.
We don't care.
Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, Longlegs have been
that
out
he kills
long
himself.
enough.
Right? So that you're like, what the fuck was he hiding?
Honestly,
what
I was very
was
happy
going
during
on?
that scene because I'm like,
because
oh,
he killed
good.
himself.
Blood.
Well, you know there's a sequel, right?
Oh, Jesus.
Longlegs 2, Longer Legs.
Short legs. He got trimmed a little. Yeah.
And then there's the third one that's called Stilts.
Yeah.
Stilts was a good one.
No, God, I'll give them props for the marketing team because they got me. They got me. I was pumped, and I had seen some people that I had trusted.
I had trusted
that were they were movie reviewers, and they saw it and were like, oh, and I thought I gotta see this.
Yeah, they get paid.
And
but I purposely kept myself away from a lot of reviews. I heard about the movie coming up, and I got the early spoiler as far as Nickolas Cage being in it back when they were not trying to promote that Nickolas Cage was in it. So I purposely thought, oh, okay, I want to see how this is really, if this is really good. So I did not go into there with super high expectations, and I ended up loving the movie. You went in there with super high expectations.
Well, because I went Blair Witch style on it. I even read like there was articles about the killings that they had online.
This is the problem.
No. They did that purposely. That was part of the marketing.
But that's why you bought into the whole.
Because look at they didn't get too deep in the stories because that's the point of it. Here's an alternate reality game type of thing, and I thought, ooh, I'll get sucked into this, and I'm reading, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm 2 fucking killings into this. I'm like, what? Am I going to read all of these? Like, why am I reading this? And then
you wanted more because you expected more, and you didn't get more because that was more of an element movie.
Correct.
You were thinking more along the lines of, I got to get more story, I got to get more depth, I've got to get more involvement in this, because you were told there was a bunch. So you went in with too high expectations, and it didn't live up to those unreasonable expectations.
It's your own fault.
But that's
you see how I gaslighted you?
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
Yes.
No, I'm happy that I did get to see it in the theaters. Audio-wise, that was helpful. The jump scares, they intended them to be pretty good. It was more just the loud noises was kind of like, okay, I get it. You expect
that's a jump scare.
Yeah. But God, man, all in all, I did not recommend that. My daughter was like, oh, I heard Longlegs is scary. I'm like, no, don't even.
All right. Since this is sort of like a supplemental episode, this is not even an actual episode.
This will be one we set off to the side.
I do want to give it a quick rating.
Okay. Oh.
See, everybody's jumping. I'm like, oh, I'll rate this.
Hey, fuck shit. Okay, now on the way I'm looking at this should be right, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch it. And if this is right, I'm gonna be happy as a clam.
So what you have to remember is when you have them, you have to make sure that what's on the right side
is the first number.
Is the first number.
Then I am right.
He'll never get that. But then when he holds them up, he'll switch it.
Yeah. Ready? 1,
2,
3. All right, what'd you get, Logan?
1.4.
1.4, of course.
I got 3.2.
I did a 3.5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You gave it a 3.9.
Did you actually have to do 1, 2, 3, 4?
I
like
did.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm showing it to the audience.
Oh, so they understand what you're trying to do.
I'm still distracted by your underboob on your screen.
Like,
I still got that up.
Do you want a quick flash?
You want to do it?
Quick flash. See if anybody.
Oh,
there.
That could be a trivia. Oh, you
there
gave
you
away
This is
the.
from Satan Burger.
Yeah.
But look at the burger.
That was a reference.
Burger.
That was
Burger.
a book reference that I just gave to.
Well, that
the
was
guys.
before we turned on the camera.
Yeah,
though.
Okay,
am I
So
turning
they don't
off the
know what
camera?
fuck that's, yeah, we'll turn off the camera. Thanks. That wasn't.
Thank you, folks. This was a
Thank you.
quickie.
Yeah.
Just had to get I had to vent.
Just a quickie. Bye-bye.
bye.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Be sure to follow us on social media.
How come you got more?
Because you're lame. You don't know what to say.
What are we supposed to do? Like, just like
Logan,
time it
I
all
could have been
out.
like, tune into the next
You
one
keep
or something.
screwing it
Yeah,
up.
but
You're
look,
gonna knock
Okay,
it
this is
out
like take
airtime.
15. And like I only screwed up like 3 of them. You screwed up like
Look,
8.
we're just gonna keep this one, okay?
This is the one.
This is
All right.
it.
This
We're
one,
done.
right here.
Finish
Okay.
it.
Done.
And